This is Land of Havilah, Job 10. Job just said he's afraid to speak because God's already angry with him. Now verse 1. My soul is weary of my life. I'll give free course to my complaint. I'll speak in the bitterness of my soul. I'll tell God, do not condemn me. Show me why you contend with me. Is it good to you that you should oppress, that you should despise the work of your hands, and smile on the counsel of the wicked? Comment, starting in verse 2, Job isn't praying directly to God right now because he's afraid of him, and it doesn't seem God's in any mood to listen to him. But he's telling his friends what he would pray if he did pray. He would ask God to show him why he's contending with him. Why is God doing this to him? He wants to know. God, why do you oppress me, but you seem to be fine with the wicked? Of course, he's confused about the situation. God has not condemned him and is not contending with him. He doesn't despise him. He doesn't smile on the wicked. It's all quite the opposite. Job goes on telling his friends what he would say to God right now, verse 4. Do you have eyes of flesh, or do you see as a man sees? Are your days as the days of mortals, or your years as a man's years, that you inquire after my iniquity and search after my sin? Comment, Job would say, God, I know that sometimes men have nothing better than to find fault with each other, but don't you have anything better? Verse 7. Although you know that I'm not wicked, there's no one who can deliver out of your hand. Your hands have framed me and fashioned me altogether, yet you destroy me. Remember, I beg you, that you fashioned me as clay. Will you bring me into dust again? Haven't you poured me out like milk and curdled me like cheese? You've clothed me with skin and flesh and knit me together with bones and sinews. You've granted me life and loving kindness. Your visitation has preserved my spirit, yet you hid these things in your heart. Comment, God, you made me, granted me life and loving kindness, yet now you destroy me. You've hidden your loving kindness in your heart and not demonstrated it. You love me, but you're not showing it. Coming up, Job would say, I know this much about you, God, still in verse 13. I know that this is with you. If I sin, then you mark me. You'll not acquit me from my iniquity. If I'm wicked, woe to me. If I'm righteous, I still shall not lift up my head, being filled with disgrace and conscious of my affliction. If my head is held high, you hunt me like a lion. Again, you show yourself powerful to me. You renew your witnesses against me and increase your indignation on me. Changes and warfare are with me. Comment, Job would say, if I sin, you mark me for punishment. So woe to me if I'm wicked, and even woe to me if I'm righteous, because you disgrace me and afflict me. If I'm proud, you hunt me down. No matter what, you keep afflicting me in your power and anger. Your warfare against me is non-stop. Verse 18. Why then have you brought me out of the womb? I wish I had given up the spirit and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Aren't my days few? Cease then. Leave me alone, that I may find a little comfort before I go where I shall not return from, to the land of darkness and of the shadow of death. The land is dark as midnight of the shadow of death, without any order, where the light is as midnight. Comment, Job would say to God, why am I here? If it's going to be this way, why was I born? I wish I hadn't been. It'd be nice if you would leave me alone and give me a little peace and comfort before I go down into the darkness of death. He doesn't dare say all that, but that's what he would say. Lamentations 3:32 and 33 quote, For if he causes grief, then he'll have compassion according to his abundant loving kindness. For he does not afflict willingly or grieve the sons of men. Job 11 is next.